And he bought the horse at one of the big Facet Tipton horse sales, and he paid all of $3,000. And of course, the purse was $1 million, so first place was paid $600,000. Now the irony to all of this is that horse was not paid up to be in the Kentucky Derby. Now, he could take a chance and put up a late fee of $200,000. Now, does he want to gamble that big of a gamble?
Or do you wait till the second race? Because you don't necessarily have to qualify for the Derby. Maybe you want to run into, if your horse isn't strong for that race, maybe he's a better runner. You know how to do that too.
Yeah, but
sometimes you don't feel like your horse fits the Derby.
Yeah.
So, it's always interesting.
I talked to Carl DeVille, my trainer.
Right.
I talked to him about that. I said, what do you think? Do you think he's going to pay that $200,000? He says, my guess would be, his personal opinion, would be that this man is going to be offered enough money for this horse that he probably, as a good probability, that he'll sell the horse
before the race,
and they'll put up the $200,000.
Right.
10 guys put up,
or he may syndicate it where he sells pieces of the horse and do it that way.
So it could be that the horse goes, or you could wait till one of the others, and maybe the late entry fee was not be as much. Now, do they also have those same rules? Probably do.
Probably do, but
anyhow, it's always a little something. You ever notice?
Well, you got to have some little controversy. It's not exciting.
And this past weekend, Cecil Burrell, our own, Cecil's the first.
Well, Calvin's the jockey. Cecil's the brother.
Calvin.
Right.
Calvin Burrell rode a horse that was not supposed to win the race.
Welcome back, KSLO.
And he's closing at the end.
Correct.
Well, he's pretty cagey, clever. He took this horse from the gate, when the gates opened, he put him on the lead, and he won the race, and he beat the favorites out of probably, maybe not even going to the Derby now. So watch him come up with this horse.
He's made his money, honestly, by just being good.
By being good, that's correct. So anyhow, our own locals continue. By the way, I was walking into, that was last week, we were walking in to have dinner at the Steamboat.
Okay.
And Rusty Gilbo and his wife Tina were getting into their vehicle and driving off. And of course, Vicky.
The man from Gang Green. The Jets.
The Jets.
The Jets, New York Jets.
And Vicky and Angie said, you mean you didn't introduce us to that big, beautiful, handsome man? And I said, no. I said, I forgot. I messed up.
Gilbo and Gastineau.
I was kind of looking
guys.
at the wife, Tina. Because Tina ran a dance studio for years right there. And I complimented them on the beautiful pond and the gazebo and all that they have at their beautiful home right outside of Sunset. He came right back to where he was born and raised, right there in Sunset. Anyhow, welcome, and hopefully they watch the program. And he is associated with, he was associated with Venture when Corny. He was the man that was one of them that was running the company, and part owner of the company. And if I'm not mistaken, they've changed the name to Vision Logistics, and he's still part of that association.
Washington State Bank, all your banking needs, commercial loans, personal loans, home improvement loans. Maybe you're trying to borrow money for your business. Maybe you're trying to develop that property you got out there. They can help you with all that at Washington. And don't forget, 7 days a week, they're open. They're open 24 hours a day. Why? Because they have internet banking. You can always access your money, always pay your bills, always see what's cleared, what's not cleared, what the endorsement on the back of that check looks like, so you can make sure the right thing was done, where it went, where you deposited it, all at Washington State Bank. Give them a call with locations in Washington, Annapolis, Orneville, Leonville, and Palmetto. And one more sponsor, Slimco. If you're looking for a Slimco scholarship, give them a holler. You've got till May 3rd to register. You got to be either a Slimco member or the child of a Slimco member. You've got to be a high school senior or in your first 2 years of college, I'm pretty certain. Slimco.com to get your form, or you can give a call to Miss Mary Laurent, 896-2520. They're going to give 20 of these scholarships away, each worth $2,000.
And they have a big party the same day that they do
in June, and you're going to better go and have a good time and hear if you won. Find your obituaries, because we're down to the last few minutes.
Okay. Well, no, we have 8 minutes.
Now's our time.
Walking out of the funeral home, Melanson Funeral Home, one day last week, must have been Thursday or Friday. Right. I visited, let's say, put it that way. I visited with Tom and Madeline Daly, and they were talking to a young lady that I recognize, and of course that was Miss Holly Ortiz. Of course, she's married now. Don't know her married name. She had one baby in the little baby bassinet, and she has a 4-year-old that's in school, and they're presently living in Baton Rouge, but they've just recently sold their house, and they're moving to Lafayette, and she's still as beautiful as ever.
Very good.
Nice to see you, and welcome back. And of course, Tom and Madeline. Tom was one of the original people who got all of this television station and all of this going. And I chose him out of all the people around the Annapolis area. I spotted him sitting at church across from me at Queen of Angels, and I think he and Madeline and the family still sit in that same area. Same area. I don't attend there very often, but when I did, they're usually there.
We've got the art show.
Not a bad place to pick out your workers, right?
I think so, yeah. If you're going to pick them out at one spot, that's the best lineup to get is at church for sure. We've got the Memories Through Art coming up, a fun Friday. This is going to be April 13th, not this Friday, but next, over at the Delta Grand. You can register for your kids to go from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. all day long. They'll eat pizza, have drinks, and do all kind of different artwork. You see, I got different times. So what I got? 5 p.m. till 9 p.m. is what I have. Bingo. The events from 5 p.m. till 9 p.m. You can call the office during the day from 8 till 4:30. Call 407-1806, Miss Tammy Lamonte.
Okay, let's maybe get a couple of pictures, right?
We got this.
And that's Mr. Harold Foreman with Crown...
Copper Crown.
Copper Crown, out on the Highway 182. This is on Gilboa Road, and that's the new sales arena that's being built and coming up real fast, and quite excited to see in about 3 or 4 more weeks. It'll be operational, knowing Harold Foreman. Good luck to you all. And this was an event, a supper I attended over in Maurice, Louisiana, at Little Bobby Douillon's. In the picture on the left is, we call him Big Bobby Douillon, and of course that's Bobby, and I don't have his wife in any of the pictures. I have just a couple of men, and this is Dale, one of their friends, and this is Little Bobby Douillon, and it's at his outdoor kitchen that this supper was being held.
And he's frying.
And he had me over, about 2 months ago at his house, and I had him over recently. And on the left is a big little man, Mr. Lance Picard. Cecil Picard's, his father was the deceased Cecil Picard.
Big in education.
Big in education, and one of the school's departments are named after him at UL, and rightfully so. And this is Bobby Douillon with his daughter and grandchild. And this is Big Lance Picard, and I'm looking up at him. I got to look up to him.
He's a big fella.
He is a big man and a nice guy. And this is Couillon's Grocery and Meat Market in DuPont, and that's Heather and David Cormier. Heather Cormier. We have a Heather Cormier here in town. That would be Tony's wife. And there's the sign, and really a beautiful grocery store. And you know what she told me?
What's that?
I asked, I said, Heather, how are you doing? She says, better than we ever expected.
Excellent.
They needed a store there, and they have the merchandise offered is just grown. I mean, it's really a fun, and a great meat market to go with that. Congratulations.
And there you are at the Kentucky Derby?
Yep.
Where are you there?
I'm at Evangeline Downs. The horses are now entering the barns.
Oh, that's right. They're working them out every morning right now.
That's correct. And this is the new horse that we claimed recently. Have not raced it. Very nice looking animal. Don't know how she'll run. But that's what Tribute's Passion is the name of it.
She takes a good picture. Let's hope she can take one after the finish line.
Well, that's what I told Carl. I said, you know, if she doesn't run too well, we'll enter in a
beauty contest.
In a beauty contest as a show horse.
And there's a sunset over the lake at Miss Vicky's.
That's Vicky sent you that today.
And one more photo.
Okay, and that's Mr. Jerry. That's her boss man, Mr. Jerry Smith. Oh, don't tell me. Oh, there it is right here. And Mike Poulard. Mike played with the Boogie Kings, and he remembers me from the past. And, of course, Mr. Jerry Smith is Vicky's boss. Been there for, close to 50 years.
Now, who's the brother-in-law?
Brother-in-law was our late deceased friend, Joe Lalonde. Was his brother-in-law. And Mike is now seeing Miss Edwina Larcade. How about that? Little bitty world. Good morning to all of you.
We got a good cultural exchange going between Avals Parish and St. Leonard Parish.
Yeah, how about that?
And that's all my photos. Let's go to this. We got the Sunrise Rotary Club is going to have their duathlon, a 2-mile run, 16-mile bike ride, Sunday, April 15th at 8 a.m. You can go to active.com to find out more information or grab your local Rotary member. We've got the St. Leonard Parish School Board on Wednesday, April the 11th. All the VOTEC folks, career and technical education tailgate party. They'll be selling things that are being built by the CTE kids, career and technical education kids, from picnic tables, outdoor furniture, barbecue pits, grills, metal art, and plants from the ag guys, 2:30 to 4:30 p.m. over Wednesday, April 11th at the school board parking lot. And I got this one too. The Lilly Scholarship is still available till April 30th through the Knights of Columbus Council 1173. Call Ken Thibodeau, 942-2736.
Little Walter. You said you had heard of Little Walter.
Little Walter, sure.
He was an American blues harmonica player, and he was originally from Marksville, Louisiana. We talking about Avals Parish.
Yes,
How
sir.
about that? And he went on, when he left there, he went up to Chicago and made all kind of records and fame. And again, you never know where they're from. Most of our presidents came from very, very small towns. What about the big city that got hit with the tornadoes?
In Dallas, throwing them 18-wheelers around like rag dolls, man.
16 or 18 tornadoes, one after the other. And I was watching the news on Wednesday morning, and they showed these huge 53-foot truck, the
trailers,
truck trailers, just up in the air, flying hundreds of feet. I don't know if they were loaded. It didn't make any difference whether they loaded or not loaded. They were just going to move them on.
You find your prayer book. We want to say that congratulations to LAGCO, who gave $50,000 to the engineering college at UL for the petroleum engineering department, $50,000. And one of our friends involved with LAGCO, Mr. Lawrence Svensson. Thank you so much for the big donation to UL.
And thanks for the advice you gave me a few years ago. Heavenly Father, your goodness is my life. Let me serve you until I die. And this weekend, of course, is Easter Sunday. Please enjoy yourself. You and the kids pass a good time. And please consider attending the church of your choice, one of the biggest weekends of the year for people attending churches.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter to you, and thank you, and have a happy Easter and a safe one.